Hello everyone, welcome back to the One Prime. Here today we're going to do a quick review on Marvel Legends Ironheart. This is a deluxe figure from the Black Panther Wakanda Forever wave. Just to do a quick view of the packaging. So on the front you have Marvel Legends Ironheart product. On the side you just have a upright kind of posing of the figure. On the one side you have a CGI image of the character, and here you have Ironheart, aka again Riri Wilson, product shot with all the included accessories. So yeah, on the top you just have a Wakanda Forever logo. So let's go ahead and dive into the review. So out of the packaging you have Riri Wilson in with her unmasked head sculpt. She does come again with a handful of accessories, granting her that deluxe kind of branding. But out of the package, just looking at the figure, it is very shiny. It has a very shiny kind of paint scheme, which is really nice. So far the paint on the figure is very clean. The only blemish I have on my figure is this little black smudge of paint. Hopefully I can scrape it off, otherwise everything is fairly clean. Before we actually dive into the figure, let's go through some of the included accessories. So out of the packaging it does come attached already these armor pieces for the forearms. So she comes with two. She also comes with two sets of hands. So I do have one fist currently attached and one open palm attached to the figure. It does also come with these kind of effect pieces. So here you have one of two kind of thruster blast pieces, which can either plug in to a peg hole underneath the Ironheart's foot. So you can go ahead and plug that in, and if you have a stand, kind of have a flight kind of simulation going on. And I did quickly took a look at the open palm, and it looks like you are able to include or plug in the kind of repulsor blaster effect for the arm. So she again comes with two of those pieces, and it also comes with a smoke effect. So it's kind of curled around that kind of thruster piece, and you can simply plug it in to the bottom of the figure, giving you that smoke kind of taking off effect, which is really neat. It is kind of in a gray translucent plastic as well. So yeah, I believe you can plug this into any either Iron Man figure or a War Machine figure as well. So reason why I wanted to grab this set or this piece is for these additional accessories. The other accessories that come with this figure are her jetpacks. So she comes with two. These will simply plug into the back of the figure in these two ports. So you have one small one, one top, big one on the bottom. You would simply just plug them in accordingly. And that's a good look for the figure. So you can either have them attached on, or you can remove them as well. In addition to these thruster pieces, it also has kind of a boost effect as well, or a thruster effect. So these little blue pieces, comes with two. You're able to plug it in to the back, giving you that thruster kind of image. So she can simply fly off or fly by. I'm just going to pop these off real quick. The last of two accessories is an alternate head. So she does come with kind of a covered helmet as opposed to her real face. So you would simply just pop it on. So we'll go ahead and pop this off. It is with a ball peg with a little hinge for articulation. You would simply just pop it back on as you replace it. Now that looks really neat. Paint applications on the face is really clean. You got your gold accents along the side as well as the top of the forehead. And you kind of have a nice white blue for the eyes, simulating kind of a, light effect. And one of the last pieces is her arm cannon. So this will attach simply by popping off the hand, and you can attach it to, I believe, it should be on the left side, but you would just simply pop off the fist or hand and slide it in for the arm cannon. And with the arm cannon, you do have kind of a little hose that you can plug into. There is a small port here. I believe it is, you can plug it into either side, I believe. Yeah, so on the jetpacks, you can plug it in into either side, either left or right. Since I have it on the left arm, let's quickly pop in that left thruster pack. And on the gun itself, there's a little port you would plug this into there. And let's just turn it around. I believe you just might be the other way around. I don't think there's a specific orientation. So yeah, I think the straight section will plug into the jetpack, and that curled piece will plug into the arm cannon. There you go. And while we have her armored up, let's attach the other cannon pack on and get a look at the figure. Let's go ahead and pop in the other forearm. So I believe this is the right. So on these forearm pieces, it does say L2 or R2, identifying which is the correct side. I'm going to pop in the fist. There we are. And that looks cool. Check that out. Yeah. So that's the figure. Now let's go through articulation. I'm going to pop off the cannon for now and pop in her fists or her other forearm accessory, just to showcase how these would articulate with her all armored up. So in terms of her head, as you saw, there is a little hinge. So she gets this far up in terms of looking, this far down. Because it's on a ball peg, you can do a full 360. You can get some tilt either way. For the arms, it is a bit hindered due to this shoulder piece, so you can't really get too much, but it is a flexible plastic, so go about that far out. Should be able to do a 360, however, with the thruster pack attached, it is hindered, but if you do pop that off, you can do a full 360. At the elbow it is, sorry, I'm just going to pop these off. At the elbow you do have a double bend. It is just really hard to get that second joint to bend as well. There's not much, clearance, but I'm assuming if you're able to target that piece properly, here we go, you get 90, and then pretty much a full 180. So that's a pretty good bend. You have bicep swivel. You can rotate the wrist. If this armor piece was not on, you are able to, there is a hinge, so you can articulate the wrist up and down. For the waist, she has a diaphragm joint. She can bend back fairly far, and she can bend forward, not so much, but there is a little give there. For the hips, it's a bit weird because the molding, this little circle piece does rub against the side of her hip, so you might need to slowly move it to the side or turn it through that kind of thigh swivel, and then there you'll get clearance to kick forward. Now, without having it look really awkward, you are able to get it that far out. Again, she has that thigh swivel. Oh, this is my first time bending knees, but there is a double knee joint. So she's essentially able to kick herself on the back side. And in terms of her foot articulation, she can go up or forward, and she can go back. And there isn't necessarily a rocker, but you're able to turn the toe and heel pieces to give you that kind of rocker or swivel effect for the ankles. So overall, this is a pretty neat figure. This really wasn't on my radar for items to pick up, but due to the design, I thought I'd check it out and see how the figure was. And overall, I am quite satisfied with the amount of accessories. The overall design is very nice. So yeah, this is Marvel Legends Ironheart. Let's try and plug in some of her accessories. Now, if you do have some stands, this will look very nice on your shelf. You can get her in a lot of dynamic poses. What I do like is when she's in flight mode, the articulation, there's not really much hindrance in the back of her head, as opposed to her unmasked head sculpt. the I guess what would you call these, knots or bows at the back of her head, or braids, do hinder it from looking forward. But with that mask sculpt, she can mimic a good flight kind of pose, and she's able to look forward right at you. But yeah, that is Ironheart, Marvel Legends, Wakanda Forever. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Fairly new to this, but I'm going to try and get some videos out as much as I can. All right. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.